Hello, so we are going to be learning about 3D shapes today. 3D shapes. So yeah, let's move ahead with 3D shapes. What is a 3D shape? When I ask you what does 3D shape mean, when you look around, you'll find a lot of things that are 3D. Okay, so these are shapes that we're going to be learning today. Okay, these are few shapes that we're going to identify them and learn their properties. But before we start, what are 3D shapes? What does the D stand for? Okay, the D stands for dimension. When I say 3D, means three-dimensional shapes. Means that a shape that has a width, that has a height, that has a length. Okay, like if you see a box, it definitely has a width. You know how fat, how broad the box is. You know the height of the box, how tall it is, how long it is. You definitely know the length of it, how long it is, right? So three-dimensional means you know the height, you know the width, you know the length of it. That means 3D. So the D stands for dimension. Okay. The first 3D shape that we are going to be learning today is a cube. A very common shape. When you look around, you'll find a lot of things that are cubical in shape. Okay. Now, what does a cube look like? How many faces does it have? How many edges does it have? How many vertices does it have? Now, when I look at this box here, box like cube here, this cube has 6 square faces. Now, when I say square faces, means each and every face, each and every side that you flip the cube to, okay, will look like a square to you. It is kind of 6 squares joined together in a form of a box. A cube has 6 square faces. These, where the squares join, are called the edges. Okay, these are the edges. When I show you this, can you see my arrow? These are the edges. It has 12 edges. These over here, the corners that I show you are the vertex. One is vertex, many are vertices. Okay, so when I say vertex, means I'm talking about one corner. When I say vertices, means I'm talking about 8 vertices that a cube has. Correct? So a cube has 6 faces, it has 12 edges, and it has 8 vertices. Now, when I talk about the faces, all the faces of a cube, okay, all the faces of the cube are square. Now, when I say square, means they are all equal in size. All 6 faces are equal. All the sides are equal. Remember, a square has all 4 sides equal, right? So it has 6 square faces. All the squares are of the same size. Okay? It has 6 square faces. It has 12 edges. It has 8 vertices. Now, if I ask you, tell me something that looks like a cube, you might think, look around, and you'll find the rubric cube that you play with. Okay, the colorful rubric cube. What about the dice when you play the Ludo game or any board game for that matter, when you throw the dice? Okay, that is again in cubicle. At times when you call for parcels, okay, online gifts or online parcels, you get those boxes. Those boxes are also cubicle. Now, not all boxes are cubicle, but yes, some boxes do come as a cube. Now, when I say cube, you need to remember all the 6 faces are square. Means they all are same to same. So whichever side you flip, they look same to you. Okay, let's move on to the next shape.
Hello everyone, my name is Simran and today I'm going to teach you the different types of sentences. So the sentences or the statements that we speak in our daily life are basically of 4 types. Today I'm going to discuss with you. All right, just give me a second. Okay, so I have this slide prepared already. Okay. So the first type of sentences are interrogative sentences. Basically, interrogation means to ask questions. We have usually heard of police interrogating the criminals, or interrogation of offenders in law, right? So interrogative, as the word suggests, are the sentences in which we ask questions. Uh, just have a look. Asking questions, and these ends with a question mark. These sentences end with a question mark. For example, who are you? What crime have you committed? All right, this was the example of interrogative sentences. Next are the exclamatory sentences, which states any expression. For example, happiness, excitement, anger, and disappointment. For example, yay, we have won the match, or hey, that's my ball. So, and these sentences already always have an exclamatory sign in them. So whenever we have to express a feeling of happiness or anger, or it can be disappointment, so we use an exclamation sign along with that, and these sentences are called exclamatory sentences. The third type of sentences are declarative sentences, in which straight statements that convey information or facts or opinion or ideas are given. For example, I think he might go to London. So it is my opinion that I think the way he might go to London. Or I think it will rain today. So it is my opinion. Or there may also be information included in these sentences. For example, he is going to school. It is a general sentence that he is going to school. It just includes some part of information. All right. And the fourth type of sentences are imperative.
Good morning, kids. How are you all? Today, we are going to see a very important rule called as the CK rule. You may all wonder what this CK rule is about. Shall we see it in detail? Okay. Now, tell me, what are all the graphemes that are available for the K sound? Any ideas? Yes, we have the C taking the K sound. We have the K again taking the K sound. And we have CK also taking the K sound. Okay, so the three letters C, K and CK all take the K sound. Now, you may have a doubt like where to write a C, where to write a K, or where to put a CK. So to clarify all those doubts, we will be having the CK rule. Now, for example, just see this. You have some pictures over here, right? Can you tell me what is this? This is a camel. C-A-M-E-L. Now, the starting letter is a C. What is this? This is a kite. Okay, the starting letter is a K. Now, C also takes the K sound. K also takes the K sound. Okay. Then why are you putting a C here and why do we write a K for a kite? Why cannot it be K-A-M-E-L and C-I-T-E for kite? Okay, you have the same doubts, right? To know more about those, to get a clear-cut idea of where to use C or a K, we will be seeing in the first CK rule. Okay, so the first CK rule is called as the kiss the cat rule. What do you mean by kiss the cat rule? You can see from the words itself, right? You can see from the words itself that you have a K and a C. Okay, you have a K and the C, right? I'll just write it down. Kiss the cat rule. By now, you would have got an idea, kids, right? C-K-I-S-S and C-A-T. Okay, now let us see in detail what letter you should write whenever you have a K sound at the beginning of the words.